for a new segment now, JS on the Air.
And every day we're going to be talking to Milwaukee Journal Sentinel reporter about a big story that paper is covering. Today, investigative reporter Ellen Gabler joins us. She writes for the Public Investigator Consumer Watchdog column. Hi, Ellen. Thanks for joining us today. Now, I think this probably struck fear in a lot of people, your investigation did. You discovered many Wisconsin restaurants are not being inspected on a regular basis. So really, how significant is this problem, Ellen?
Well, we determined that about 2,700 restaurants in the state hadn't been inspected in the past year. And the highest percentage of uninspected restaurants was actually in southeastern Wisconsin. This entire investigation really looked at how the state's regional offices had the worst inspection rates in all of Wisconsin. And really, part of the main problem was that state inspectors just have enormous caseloads, so they can't handle all the restaurants.
Hey, Ellen, this is I'm always thinking worst case scenario. What did you find was perhaps the longest period of time that a restaurant went without anybody checking the joint out?
Well, the longest that we found was 5 years, which is a really long time. Federal guidelines recommend that full-service restaurants get inspected at least 3 times a year, and the state itself wants restaurants inspected every year. 5 years was the longest that we found.
Set the bar pretty low, didn't they?
So, Ellen, in your investigation, did you find maybe any possible solutions? I mean, what can be done to fix this?
Well, after we did the investigation, the state acknowledged the problem and said they're looking at 2 different ways to kind of deal with this. One way is they're trying to have more local municipalities take over the inspection program. The other thing they're doing is kind of a legislative fix. They're proposing to raise inspection fees. Currently, there's no fee if an inspector has to come back to your restaurant to check it out again. So they're proposing to make a fee of $600, which would kind of help pay for some of those extra inspections.
Ellen Gabler, thanks a lot. That's the kind of dig-in that helps people out.
Thank you.
You can read more about this at jsonline.com. We have a link on our website, today's TMJ4.com.